I have your attention? I touched on this subject even last year, but today in a different way. Your loyalty with your deen, your loyalty with Sharia, your loyalty with Quran, your loyalty with Nabi alayhi salatu wassalam. And this loyalty is drastically deteriorating. For example, I'll tell you what, there is so much loyalty. It's unbelievable and we don't even realize. For example, our Nabi alayhi, let's start from the head, from the top of the head. Our Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam said, you can have any hairstyle except skin fade. Okay, we know this, that is prohibited. And today we are saying, sorry, O Muhammad. Okay, not even Nabi maybe. We're saying, sorry, Muhammad, we won't have any hairstyle except skin fade. So we all going for skin fade. What have we done? He's saying, don't. You can have any, but not just this one. We say, we are going to have only this one. And who's saying this? A believer, me and you, who have celebrated Ramadan. And tomorrow night, you see how busy the salons are going to be. What? Fake? Where is the love for Nabi? Where is the belief in him being the Nabi and being the leader? So what is he doing at the top? Ji? Right, let's go down. He says, Putar, keep long beard and no mustache. Hadith says, Awful luha, wahful shawarib. Hadith, authentic hadith. Have long beard, keep beard, ji, and trim your mustache fine. These are the instructions. Sorry, Muhammad, we are going to shave beard and we are going to give me big mustache covering our lips. Isn't that happening? Totally the opposite. Totally the opposite. Allahu Akbar. Look how far it goes. Look at it now. I look at things very, very deeply. Have you seen? He alayhi salatu wasalam says, put on your white clothes. They look smart. Gee, they look very tidy, smart, appealing and attractive. So do you know what we said? Sorry, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We are going to dress totally the opposite. You say white, we'll wear black. See how many number of young people today wear only black. Top is black, tracksuit bottom is black, hood is black, everything is black. Okay, that is coincidence. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you wear different colors, it doesn't matter. But you make a trend of every time, just the black, just the black, just the black. What does that mean? So what about his instructions of at least occasionally, putting on white clothes? Where is that? Do you see them in white? No, only black, only black. Everywhere you go, young people in black. Totally the opposite. He alayhi salatu wasalam, one day he visited a locality. And within that locality, there were some ignorant people, bichare, who hadn't been long time since they had embraced Islam. So there was one guy, one person, he alayhi salatu wasalam, saw in his hair, he had a scruffy hair. He had a scruffy hair. So he alayhi salam said, Amma yajidu hadar rajul ma yusakkinu bihi sha'rahu. Does this man cannot afford a comb by which he could have tidied up his hair? So he alayhi salam has recommended that we have to comb our hair and keep it tidy. We have to keep it tight and we have to comb it. Do you know what we do? Totally the opposite. You'll come out of the shower, okay? You've maybe dried them up so they are a bit tidy because you've dried them up. You'll scruffy them, you'll make them scruffy. You'll make them, deliberately you'll make them scruffy. And now you'll come out. Allahu Akbar. Why is Nabi? Allahu Akbar. He said, oh men, you will have your trousers above your ankles. I want to see humility. And you will have your trousers not hanging below your ankles. Whereas your women, they are jewels. They need to be hidden. And they should be fully covered. Their garment should be covering their ankles. Their feet is also a beauty, a source of beauty. We'll say, sorry, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It's the opposite. Our women are going to have their shalwar above their ankles, whereas we will have road sweepers. We'll have road sweepers. Allah, have you thought the maqam of Nabi alayhi salam? And you say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahu Akbar. He said, Putter, pet is a good thing. You keep pets. However, dog, although very, very instrumental animal in different departments, Allah has created for many good benefits as well. But you will not keep it as a pet. For those reasons, you will keep a dog. But otherwise, you will not keep a dog. Do you know what you did? You left God and you brought a dog in the house. Before, never we used to hear barking of the dogs. Wallahi, Al Marshall Road, Barnsley Road, all these roads. I'm not saying giving badnami to these roads. I'm saying it's becoming common and popular. And it's a realistic situation. And now the ustad is coming and they've got a dog. The ustad has to, now be very careful now before he sets his dog on me. Allahu Akbar. He says, no dog. We said, yes, dog. Allahu Akbar. He says, weddings, very simple. Keep your weddings very simple. You'll be able to attract a lot of barakah. He says, sorry, we won't keep it simple. We'll make them very, very complicated. Totally the opposite. Totally the opposite. Totally the opposite. How many more examples can I give you? And these are examples within our own appearance. Now I'll tell you, there are some sins. Now example, somebody drank. This is just a momentarily his sin. Committed fornication and adultery. Momentarily a sin. Somebody gamble. These are sins. They don't necessarily prove loyalty either way. That doesn't mean if somebody drank, then he has no loyalty for Allah and Nabi alayhi salam. Somebody fornicated, that doesn't mean he's not loyal to Allah and Nabi alayhi salam. Yes, it's a very big sin. He has committed sin. But it's nothing to do much with loyalty or disloyalty. But whereas when you put on certain type of garments and you make yourself appear in a certain way, this is loyalty now. This shows your identity, and your identity is your loyalty. Identity now, it shows and expresses your loyalty, your thinking, what sort of a person you are. Now all this is happening, isn't it, in our society now? So what happens? I'll tell you. If you continue showing your disloyalty to our Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam and to the Sharia, look at this verse of the Holy Quran. We said we finished the Quran. What do you mean you finished the Quran? You haven't even started. Why? Because look at the Quran, what it says. It says, فَلْيَحْذَرِ الَّذِينَ يُخَالِفُونَ عَنْ أَمْرِهِ أَن تُصِيبَهُمْ فِتْنَةٌ أو يصيبهم عذاب أليم. Those people who oppose the Nabi in relation to his instructions, they should beware before they are afflicted with a major affliction, or a very grievous punishment in the next world overtakes them. فَلْيَحْذَرِ الَّذِينَ يُخَالِفُونَ عَنْ أَمْرِهِ فِتْنَةٌ أو يصيبهم عذاب أليم. And that's what we are doing. We are ignoring his instructions. We are ignoring his instructions. So yes, this disloyalty, continuous disloyalty, takes that spirit of Iman away. Takes that Iman away. Understand this. It's a very big thing. Don't say, what's the big deal about somebody had skin fade or somebody's wearing, putting on clothes in certain way. It's not about momentarily you put on these clothes. It's about your loyalty. It's about who you are, who you belong to. Who do you take your role model? Who do you take your role model? It shows that. So it's a very big thing.